Will it work on the first try? Damn right it will. Yo. I could play Rampage World Tour sometime too, which is like the second game. Cause I think I have for N64. But like I said, I have the arcade version of this game on my arcade machine, and it's really so fun. The arcade version of this game is obviously way better than this, but, you know, this isn't the best version ever or anything, but it's serviceable. Who should I be? Should I be Lizzie? The people, yes. This controller is really not well suited to this, I feel like. It's probably its biggest issue. Quick, eat the person. Eat them. Yes. Yo. Take that, San Francisco. Ow. How rude. Guy just demolished his own dudes. How rude. Thank you for the lurk, virtue, and hydrate. No, don't jump. Wrong button. Must destroy train. God, some of these dudes are ruthless. Quick eater. There you go. Yo. I'm doing terrible right now. Oh. Just blow up a small building. Yo. Can you believe they made a movie out of this? It was so bad. I seen it out of pure, like, morbid curiosity. I didn't really care. I never went to theater or nothing to see it, don't get me wrong, but... Yes, destroy the banks. Ow. No! Turns out eating bathtubs? Not a good idea. Who would have thunk? Get him! Right. I remember playing this game in the arcade on the ferry to like the mainland when I went to Toronto when I was a kid. I don't know if it was this one or if it was World Tour. I feel like it had to be World Tour because like this game would have been, I feel like, too old. But unless they just had really old arcade games, maybe. But maybe. They're both great games. Nice. At pizza parlors? Yeah. I could see that. Los Angeles. Looks just like it. This is what Los Angeles looks like. Just like 4 buildings. Right? Four buildings and people are throwing dynamite sticks out of their windows. Dude, get up there. We're gonna die, man. We're gonna die. We're all gonna die. It's definitely LA. We're gonna get game over soon. It's okay. We'll be playing for a little bit. I'm surprised there's not more 16-bit versions of this, you know? Like, this is on Master System and shit. Like, I'm surprised there's not, like, a Genesis version of this game. At least I don't think there is. Maybe there is, and I'm just stupid, but... I don't think there is. Because this game is, like, really popular, so it's surprising to me that there's not, like, more versions of it around. I know there's an NES version of it. I don't know what my high score is on my arcade machine. I know I have one. I don't remember what it is. Who's throwing fucking lightning bolts at me? What the fuck? Ow. Quick, eat the dude. Eat the business guy. Yeah. Fuck that guy. Oh my god, dude. Climb. I'm surprised we made it through that one. How am I gonna destroy LA? love how they're naked and they just go across the screen and leave. So funny. Oh, we got continues. Yo. Game's like, yeah, keep destroying LA. Nobody likes LA.
Access denied.
Get Shrek bot. Love how Tiny, when he was here the other night, was like amazed about the fucking the like access denied thing. There was like 3 bots in a row that night. Everyone loves a good Half-Life reference. Especially now that we might actually get Half-Life 3 by the looks of it. I really hope that the rumors are true on that, dude, because that would be insane, bro, if that's the truth. That'd be like the biggest game announcement since, like, I don't even know. That'd be pretty fucking crazy. Could just be rumors, though. There seems to be a lot of credible information and stuff to go towards it, though, so I don't know. We'll see. Las Vegas. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You can tell by the way it says hotel. Oh, I assume all the cool buildings are gone because you've already destroyed them, probably, right? 60's already destroyed the strip. Really? Oh shit. Must destroy one more building. Yo. That one's too cool. Fair. Do-do-ba-do-ba-do-ba-do. Destroy the tank. Oh, yeah. Destroy the banks. Banks go first. They should bring this series back, dude, and do like a more like realistic version. Like, imagine if there was like a more realistic version where they actually had like cities like mapped out more. That'd be so fucking rad. Yeah. The sad face. See, World Tour, you can, like, bounce on top of the buildings, too. Which is really cool. I always like that, so you could, like, trampoline from one building to the other one. God damn, they really be freaking lobbing the dynamite, eh? I don't know why people complain about this version of the game. I actually don't think it's that bad. I've been playing this version of the game for a long time, though, to be fair. Probably one of my most played versions of it. I mean, it'd be really... I just think it'd be cool if they, like, mapped out the cities, like... You don't have to be perfect, but, like, you know, like, more realistically, it'd be kind of cool. Like, they weren't just square buildings. Because even in, like, World Tour, sometimes they'll have, like, notable buildings in that one or whatever. But they won't... But it's not, like, you know... obviously accurate, but if they had, like, a 3D one where you could walk around and destroy buildings as, like, a giant monster... Bro, that shit'd be fire. That'd be a fire video game. How's nobody done that? I guess Activision owns this stuff, so that would be why. They're pretty stupid. Look at them right now. Look at them right now, fucking up Call of Duty again. Like how everybody talking about the new Call of Duty, like, Call of Duty is bad and it's underselling. I'm like, dude, Call of Duty hasn't been good since, like, fucking, I don't even know, like 2010 or some shit. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, that series has been dead ever since. Sure, it makes money, but that's because idiots keep fucking buying the same fucking game every year. They should do Katamari style. Exactly. That'd be cool. Dallas. It'd be so funny if you just, like, it was like Dallas and then it was just like a random person wearing a cowboy hat and that's their only. They just have these random fucking references. Eat him. Eat that guy. Eat him. Eat him. Yeah. It is fun watching Microsoft take L after L after L this week, though. They've been... The last couple of weeks, Microsoft has just been getting fucked up, dude, I'm telling you. It's pretty wild to see. Because first they had the Fallout 4 controversy happen, like, last week, and then the Call of Duty launch this week has been abysmal, so it's like, man, they're just taking L's constantly. I mean, they bought Bethesda for, like, how much money? A lot of money. And I'm not a big fan of Bethesda. I think Bethesda Game Studios is a shit developer. People can fight me on that. I don't care. You can like Skyrim and Oblivion and Fallout all you want. I like those games too. But they're a shit developer. They've always been very subpar because they've always released games in a broken state. It's nothing new for them to do that. And they're still doing it and people are still shocked by it. And I'm like, dudes, this is common practice for this company. What are you talking about? This shouldn't be news to you. So when they take a game like Fallout 4 that wasn't broken and then somehow break it and then don't fix it for like almost a year and then they finally put out a patch to fix it but also charge people for like an anniversary edition at the same time that they fix the patch, I mean, come on. Come on, like, how much more evidence do you need of a greedy company? That's why I don't buy games from companies like that usually, you know? If a developer or like a studio is like putting out games like that and it's clearly just clamoring to take your every single cent that you have as a player, then I don't support it. It's partly why I don't play like any kind of like loot box-ish games either, because I'm just like not interested in these companies that are clearly only in it for money. Get up on the building, bro. What are you doing? You're killing me here. Literally. It is funny though, like seeing all these series like this. Like I used to be huge fans of a lot of these games, you know. Like I used to love the Fallout games. I used to love the Elder Scrolls games a lot. I used to be a huge Call of Duty player. Like I used to play that game like so much, dude. Like I was in a clan. I used to do like meetings and shit. Like we'd have to be there on mandatory days to do tournaments and shit like that. And I just was like, after a certain point, was just like, man, this game fucking sucks. Like, why am I playing this? There's so many better games to play. Whoa. Do we have a continue? Yes, we do. I don't know if it's infinite continues or not. I think I just don't understand, like, the people that defend these companies regardless. Like, it's like, whatever, you know? Like, I love Sega, right? As, like, obviously, I love Sega games and all that stuff, but, like, they're not a perfect company. They make mistakes, and I'll call them out when they do. But, like, so many people are just, like, they have this, like, loyalty to some of these freaking companies that don't give a fuck about you. Where they, like, they'll defend them, like, at any cost, and everything they produce or put out. It's like, man, what are you doing, man? It's okay to be critical and want something better from a product that you're paying good money for. What city are we on now? Did we get a new city or is it the same one? St. Louis. Bam. Get out of here. Get out of here, train. This. Yes, destroy all the banks. I don't know how long this game goes on for. I don't know how many levels there are. I don't know if I've ever beaten this, like, version of this game before. Oh, but I want the chicken. Give me the chicken. Yo. It's probably turkey, though. Cake. Yo. Nice. No. No, leave me alone, tank. Yeah. Take out the banks first. Pretty much, yeah. Speak of the devil. Oh, eat person. Yes, we need health. Bro. Try to take out this building first, I suppose. His dynamite didn't take out the building. That's weird. That's weird. We're killing it. I mean, we've used a bunch of continues, so we're really not doing that good, but it's okay. Just playing for fun. Chicago. Miss me. Noise. Got it. This tank just drove into the fucking river. Did that hurt me? For real? I'm trying to grab onto this building and it's like not working. There we go. Bruh. What are you doing, Willow? Must get trained first. Bam. Bonk. The bank must go. No, not the burger. I wanted the burger. No. Ow. Ow. Stop shooting me. Ow. Rude. Chicago's tough, dude. Wish you could crouch, that'd be cool. Like, not get hit by these freaking cars, they're brutal. Just lost all my life to that one car. Can he finish at least this level? Looks like it. Nice. I like how it says that this game is 2 mega power. Can you believe it? 2 mega power? 2 whole megabytes of power? It's crazy. Sega at the time was doing that a lot. Like, all their games had like 2 mega power, 4 mega power on them. It's like, damn. A whole 2? Crazy. That's so much data. Thank you. What's up? Yeah, I appreciate it. Hopefully you're doing well today or tonight, whatever it is for you. Welcome in. We're just playing some Sega Master System games. Playing Rampage right now. I do mostly retro stuff over here. Mostly. Get out of here. Yes. He's done for. Bro, how many freaking holes do I gotta punch in that building? Oh, he's not. He just missed the building. Huh. Huh. Nice. An unboxing video of your new PS5 Pro. Nice. Cool. So I assume you have a YouTube channel too. You can post it if you want. Oh, I'm dead. Plus, I'll subscribe to your YouTube channel later. The tanks just drive straight into the fucking river. It's so funny to me. Love it. It's like, why am I not climbing it? Let's climb. Yeah, I use my YouTube channel mostly for like VODs, but I do post videos every now and then, like just like not really reviews, but like top lists and stuff like that. YouTube's a hard website to get a lot of traction on, to be fair, too. There's just so many people. Well, don't do anything for me to subscribe, right? I ain't losing anything. So why not? Smash everything. Nice. Yeah, of course. Ugh. Oh, shit. God damn, really? Not a single person in this building? No food? I'm gonna die. And there it is. So funny. No. Nice. What even city are we on, man? We were doing Detroit. Is it still Detroit? Yeah. Baltimore. Damn. Like every city looks exactly the same in this game. It's great. It's so funny. 2 banks. Baltimore's got way too many banks, bro. What do you do in Baltimore? Ah. Yum. Nice, got some health back too. Bam. So much going on. It's really hard to like stand still and like punch down in this. Master System controllers have a really weird D-pad. It's really something to get used to for sure. The controller is pretty much the same layout as the NES controller, except for the start and select button arms on the controller, but its D-pad is not. It's more like a dial than it is a pad. Although there are other versions of it that have like a little thing you can screw a little joystick into the D-pad too. I don't have one of those, surprisingly. It's hard to find anything Master System where I live, to be fair. Like I said, I bought this one broken and fixed it, so. Oh, damn, so close. Almost got through it, that was life. Bro. Stop. Fucking tanks. We were only one hit off of killing that building, too. Well darn. Even the clouds are attacking us. play after this. Probably something a little bit different in gameplay, something that's not a side-scroller, maybe. Maybe we could do Time Soldiers or something. Kind of like a top-down shooter. I do wish I had more Master System games, but like I said, it's hard to find Master System stuff in general here. And then on top of that, it's also like hard to like if you want to get like the good Master System games are so expensive. A lot of the other ones that are really readily available to find are usually like pretty common ones, for the most part, unless you find someone that's like selling them locally rather than a game shop. I'm just going because I'm curious how far this game goes. I don't remember. I mean, if I get close to beating it, then we might as well continue, right? It's my logic. Eat them. Yes. Damn, they're fucking killing my health. God damn it. Baltimore 5. Philadelphia. Born and raised. Now I was thinking today, I'm debating on like changing my background for December. Like I just changed it back to my usual thing, and I'm like, oh, if I want to do that, it'd be so cool, but like, then I gotta move everything around again. It might be worth it. It's a whole month, right? Do it, lady! Not the Fresh Prince reference. Hey, Fresh Prince is great, okay? People like to hate on Will Smith now because he turned out to be kind of a douche, but... in recent years, but, you know, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is a fucking fantastic show. And Fresh Prince music is fantastic as well. I love me some Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff. Yeah. That's funny. Game over. Game over. Ugh. Should we try once more? And then move on to something else, maybe? Hi-Fi, how you doing? Man, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is one of the only TV shows to make me, like, cry. Probably in, like, 2 separate episodes, dude. They weren't fucking around in that show sometimes. We'll play as Ralph this time. Fuck George. Everyone plays as George. We don't have to play the full thing. We'll just play for a little bit. Because you got no fight. One little fight. There's a longer version of that song too, right? Like a lot of people don't know that, surprisingly. There's like a whole verse about him being on the airplane and drinking orange juice and stuff like that. Like, the amount of times that I've referenced Fresh Prince like songs and people don't get it because they've never listened to Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff. Like, a lot of people don't even realize that that was, like, a thing before that show. Like, they think that, like the music came, his music career came after. I'm like, no, his music career was first, dude. Uncle Phil is loaded, dude. Why not? Right? I mean, true. He's a judge. What a great actor. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. James Avery. Uncle Phil and the Shredder from Ninja Turtles. Every time I tell people that joke, what? He voice acted the Shredder in the cartoons, you know? Which is why he's so terrifying in fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and he gets mad. Parents just don't understand. All that glitters is not always gold. Nightmare on My Street's a great song too. I mean, Jazzy Jeff is like one of the best DJs of all time, so to be fair, he's crazy, dude. He's so good. Do you follow him on Instagram? Because he always does like Instagram lives where he like does just random beats for like a few hours and it's pretty cool. Yeah, you should. It's pretty cool. Can't believe it's just Nightmare on My Street. Right? Was that even for one of the movies, or is that just... I wonder if that was just like a song that they decided to do. It had to be for one of the movies. Nightmare on Elm Street's like known for having fucking, you know, musicians do songs. Like that super rad one I sent you for the third movie. So good. I should cover that. Oh no! The woman in the bathtub. She sprayed me. No. Eat her. Oh, God damn it. I'll get my revenge. Joke's on her. The whole building collapsed with her in it. Music video is so good. It is, yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, people watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and they don't realize that, like, Jazz in the show is, like, his DJ, like, in his actual music and stuff. Like, how do people not realize that stuff? I guess, especially nowadays, there's no context to it. Like, back then, obviously, it made sense because it was kind of a well-known thing, but, I mean, his music hasn't been, like, popular in God knows how long. Whether it's his solo music or his, like, stuff that he did like that. The music now is like trash. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Patricia Arquette. She's so young in that movie, too. Damn. I think that's one of her first roles. It might be her first. I could be wrong. I don't remember. She has talked about it in interviews. She says that she really enjoyed doing that movie. I'm like, man. Like, if they ever did another movie, which they probably won't, Like, they need to bring her back, and they need to bring back, Nancy and have them both in the same movie and stuff again. Because, like, damn. Because it sucks. Because, like, Patricia Arquette is, like, kind of the lead of that movie, along with Nancy, and then the next movie, I guess they were kind of setting up Patricia Arquette's character to be, like, the lead for, like, the next few movies or whatever kind of deal. Like, she was, like, the replacement, I guess. But then they ended up recasting her in the next movie with, what's her name? She's a really famous actress from the 80s. Fuck, what is her name? They ended up replacing her with another girl, and it was just kind of, like, kind of ruined it. It's too bad, really. I don't know why they ended up replacing her or recasting. There's probably some reason, but... Yeah. Well, I think what it is in that part of the music video is it's an actual scene from the movie, and then they essentially cut the part where Freddy appears and just put a band there instead, which is really funny. Okay, I like this. Yeah. So good. You know, for years I never realized that was like the same actor, because I remember my mom used to watch that TV show that she was in. What was it called? Medium? My mother used to watch that show like all the time. And then one day it like occurred to me that was the same actress from Nightmare on Elm Street, and I was like, whoa! I was mind blown. I was like, holy shit. I don't know why it never like clicked, because it's pretty obvious. It's just, I guess that's before I was really like into movies and stuff like that as much as I am nowadays. I didn't really think about how many movies people would be in and stuff like that. What killed you? Boom, boom, boom. I like how this guy's just eating a fucking glizzy in his profile picture. Because of course he is. That's a lot of damage. This is one of your favorite games back in the day. It's me too. I also grew up with Sega. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. The police chief on Monk is Buffalo Bill. I guess so, hey. It's so crazy when you see stuff like that too, especially when it's like a role that's like completely different, and you're like, damn, really? So strange to think about. It's like how I said before, like how when I was a little kid and I was like scared of Beetlejuice, like I was terrified of Beetlejuice for whatever reason, but then, well, for that very specific reason I told you about. It's really stupid, but to a kid, I guess not stupid. But then also being obsessed with Batman, like I used to go around, I used to wear this like Batman pajama onesie and I wouldn't take it off, like I would wear it outside. My mother said she used to have to like literally wait till I went to bed and then fucking wash it while I was sleeping because I would refuse to take it off. So like I loved Batman when I was a kid, but like I was terrified of Beetlejuice. And then when I got older and realized like, oh man, it's both the same actor, I was like, damn, that's so like kind of funny, you know? It's like it's both Michael Keaton, bro. God, I'm getting my ass kicked right now. Did it make me appreciate him more? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like a lot of the stuff he's in. Especially his older stuff, but, you know. It is funny to, like, think about now, too, like, that people didn't think he would be good as Batman because he did mostly comedic roles before that. So they didn't think that he'd be able to pull off, like, that dark, serious role. And I'm like, that's so funny. Because he's, like, a legend for Batman now, like... Nowadays, people are like, oh, he's the best one. And I'm like, people have never said that until... I mean, they did back then, but... That was not a thing that people said for a long time. He's my favorite Batman, but... Bring back Danny. Danny wants to come back, dude. Apparently they're doing, they want to do a Batman 89 sequel. I don't know if I read somewhere that they were. Or if, I think I did read somewhere that they said they were doing it. Like Tim Burton was going to direct one. That would be pretty crazy. Well, I played Lizzie the first playthrough, so now we're doing Ralph on the second playthrough. Don't worry. I agree that Lizzie's the best character. Welcome in, Gatorbox. How you doing? But yeah, if they do like another Tim Burton Batman-verse movie, then that would be pretty freaking sick. I know Danny DeVito also said that he wanted to come back as Penguin, but he also wanted to do a movie with him as Penguin. He wanted fucking Arnold to come back, and I'm like, no, please, God, no. Please don't bring Arnold back. That doesn't count. Batman and Robin is not canon, okay? We don't talk about that movie. That movie's so bad. It's so bad the director and all the actors have apologized for it. I mean, come on. A few years ago, you drew some joke replacement box art for Rampage game that put your channel's mascot in place of Lizzie. That's funny. Yeah, I love Rampage. I have an arcade machine with Rampage on it that I play regularly. World Tour is better, but, you know, I used to play this a lot. Whenever I used to go on the ferry to go to the mainland Canada from Newfoundland. My ass kicked. Ralph really does suck. Go up the building, Ralph. We gotta destroy the banks, bro. Come on. This is the first thing we should be doing here. Batman Forever is like decent. I think it could have been better, obviously, but I think it was workable. And like I can watch Batman Forever and enjoy it, but Batman and Robin is like, man, there's nothing enjoyable about that movie. It's not even so bad that it's fun to watch. It's just bad. You have a copy of Rampage or NES signed by Brian Collins. Oh, that's sick. Cool. Neat. Did you get that signed at like a con or something, or did you buy it signed? Yeah, Batman Forever is more tolerable for sure. Jim Carrey and Val Kilmer. Jim Carrey and Val Kilmer carry that movie, dude. Tommy Lee Jones phoned it in, like, hardcore. Tommy Lee Jones was like not even trying to do Two-Face. He was like doing a Joker impression, but playing Two-Face. It sucks that we got cheated out of having Billy D. Williams as Two-Face. You know, because like he was set up to be Harvey. He was already Harvey Dent, right? So like clearly we would have got that. I mean, we got it with the Lego Batman movie because he reprised the role as Two-Face in that movie. But like still, you know, it would have been cool to see him like live action doing Two-Face because I feel like he would have fucking killed that role. I still don't know about Marlon Wayans as Robin though. That was a Tim Burton casting, right? That's a weird choice. I mean, 80s and 90s Tim Burton was peak, so maybe he was on something. Jim Carrey played the Riddler more like the Joker too, yeah, I agree. But like, at least he was trying, is my point, right? He was like actually, you know, just doing, you know, what Jim Carrey does. I can't really complain about Jim Carrey in that because like at that time that was kind of, he was doing the same character in every movie and that's what they were hiring him for, right? So that's what they did, but like Two-Face is supposed to be like a divided character and they just never, like, he barely ever has anything to do with like the duality of his character in that movie, especially considering Batman Forever's like entire theme is like Batman's, you know, split ego, right? Where like he has Bruce Wayne and Batman, and has the love interest as a psychiatrist, and she also kind of has like a dual personality thing, and like all the characters kind of do in that movie. Robin even does, right? It's kind of like a theme, and like the Two-Face like is like the pinnacle of that entire theme, and yet he didn't even like bother with it like at all. Like at least Jim Carrey's character had like actual like riddles and shit in it, and he was doing like, you know, at least there was some effort put into it. It's still campy, obviously, but man, Tommy Lee Jones, dude, I love him too because he's a great actor, but like just that movie, probably one of his worst roles. About Batman and Robin was pretty brutal. Yeah, you met him at Houston Arcade Expo a few years ago wearing Rampage Film Crew t-shirt that you got as a gift for your buddy. Oh, that's pretty cool. Sick. That's cool. I'm not a big comic book person anymore. I feel like I used to love comic books when I was younger and when I was a teenager, and then the whole Marvel movie thing happened, and I stopped liking comic books altogether almost. Like there's movies and shit, even stuff that I'm interested in, and I just probably won't even go see it because I'm just like, eh. I just got so sick of it, dude. So much. Too much shit. I don't want to have to do fucking, you know, like a whole TV show, like 2 seasons of a TV show as homework to go watch a movie. It's so stupid. I don't know how people do it without getting tired. Which, unfortunately, is what's kind of happening to like every franchise nowadays, so. Especially a lot of the stuff I liked. My favorite comic book character is Batgirl. Because she's just like Batman, except with more sarcasm and less dead parents. Well, mostly. So, like, I've been waiting on, like, a good adaptation of that character forever, and they just have never done it. And then we were getting a movie, and then it got canceled, and I was like, fuck, dude, really? You're gonna cancel a comic book movie with Brendan Fraser as the villain, girl? Come on, dude. It couldn't have been worse than The Flash was. you know, like, they canceled Batgirl, but then they put The Flash out, which was fucking horrible. You decided to watch all the Batman movies and started with 89 Batman. Sorry, I can't really pause this because I literally don't have a pause button on Master System. 89 Batman and watched all the way through with the Nolan trilogy. Didn't watch the Affleck movies because you watched them fairly recently. Yeah, it is a shame because it's not very often that I lean into the whole thing where I say people wanted to get rid of the movie because of like a female actor and they think that is too woke or whatever the fuck you want to say. But I do think that was kind of a case of people shitting on the movie unfairly because the casting in that movie was great in my opinion. I mean, and like when I say Batgirl is my favorite comic book character, I mean like I have like multiple statues of Batgirl. I own entire runs of Batgirl comics that like I have every single one in that run. Like I have all of the New 52 Batgirl comics. And a lot of really older ones. But like, and that's the only comic book that I've ever really cared about that much. So I was like kind of excited for that movie, and then it was like pretty much finished, right? Like they had everything filmed pretty much. They just had to do post, and then they fucking canceled it and wrote it as a tax write-off, which is like fucking crazy to me. But you know, whatever. Company make big money. Shouldn't be surprising to me. We need to take all of the CEOs and we need to put them in a volcano. We need to throw them all in a volcano. Right, 60? It's the solution to the problems. More rich people in volcanoes. What's everyone's top 3 Batman movies? Probably Batman 89 is probably my most watched, honestly. I'd probably say that as number 1, and then I'd say The Dark Knight. You know what? I'll say Batman Begins too, because that movie is super underrated. I feel like in the Nolan trilogy, that movie gets like wrote off really quickly when it's really not that bad of a movie. It's a really cool way to do the origin and stuff. Well, I mean, if we're counting the freaking, you know, animated series, and yeah, Mask of the Phantasm is pretty great too, yeah. I remember watching that when I was a kid, and like, I used to watch that over and over again. And I haven't seen the newest one. Because, like I said, I've just been kind of just done with comic books lately, so I just haven't been interested in Marvel or DC, to be honest with you. More power to people if you want to watch it, though. If you're into it and you're enjoying it, that's what matters. I got so burnt out on just comic book shit everywhere. And then there was Star Wars shit everywhere, and I was fucking done with that. And then Star Trek shit everywhere, and ugh. They keep taking things that I love and just ruining it by just saturating it. It's so brutal, you know? Like, my favorite thing of all time is probably Ghostbusters, and that's kind of going that route now, unfortunately, and I'm like, ugh. They're like, yeah, we're gonna do a new Ghostbusters movie, and then we're gonna do a TV show, and I'm like, do we have to, though? Like, do we have to? Frozen Empire was so meh. We did not need... It's unfortunate, too, because that movie, like, I feel like had a lot of promise, because they had a really cool villain for that movie, and then they fucking squandered it with, like, a weird love friendship story. I don't know. I didn't hate it, but it was kind of out of place. Strange New Worlds is good, yeah, but Picard is shit, and Discovery was shit. It's just like, dude, like, you know, it's too many TV shows. Strange New Worlds is good, though, you're right. It's just like, I just want lighthearted Star Trek again, you know? It's so jarring for me to like watch a Star Trek show where like there's people swearing and shit in it. I know that sounds weird, because like I swear my ass off, right? I don't care about people swearing. But like in Star Trek, it just seems out of place, because it's supposed to be like the idealistic future where everyone gets along and, you know what I mean? It's like... And then when there's issues, they have analogs to those issues, you know? Whereas a lot of these shows kind of just tend to lean into it and 100% totally put like a real life issue into the show immediately with like barely anything as a what's the word? Like a stand-in for it. Yeah, they tried really hard to bring that show back on that last, like, little, like, run of it. Picard, I mean. And, too late. It was too late at that point. I mean, that's what people were kind of expecting from the beginning, right? And then the show was so fucking bad for, like, the first 2 seasons that, like, it was just... Bruh. You know? I'm all for commending companies when they do a good job on a franchise with something, but like, you know, I think a lot of these companies deserve all the criticism that they get because they're literally phoning it in for money, right? Because TV shows make money, and they're gonna keep making TV shows as long as people keep, you know, watching this complete trash, and that's the unfortunate part. With all of your favorite series. Like Ghostbusters is a good example. I didn't like Ghostbusters 2016. I did like Ghostbusters Afterlife. I thought it was good. And it was a good way to, like, reboot it and bring new people into the franchise that liked, you know, like kids and stuff that, you know, wanted to get into that. And then Frozen Empire was just so, like, too much going on in it. There was way too many plot lines in that movie. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's also only 3 Indiana Jones movies. Crystal Skull is really, really not fun to watch. In fact, I like Dial of Destiny more than Crystal Skull, which is, like, kind of not the unanimous opinion. Like, a lot of people did not like Dial of Destiny, but I didn't mind it that much. I think that movie was an improvement thanks to Shia LaBeouf not being in it. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff is just nostalgia cash grabs, right? And people will buy into it, and they'll continue to buy into it, and it's like, and then, you know, they can continue to get upset about, like, their favorite things being ruined, but it's like, you know, like, you're paying for it to be ruined, dude. Right? That's the thing. You know, you're giving them the money. They're gonna keep doing it. Wherever the money is coming in from, that's what they're gonna keep going for. So, they're gonna keep buying up franchises, and they're gonna keep doing the same thing with everything, and... My prediction right now is that everything that's going on with all these other franchises I like is going to happen to the 007 franchise, I think now too, that Amazon's bought that, and they said they wanted to make a TV series. Apparently they wanted to make a James Bond TV series that starred more around Moneypenny, and I'm like, why? She's a secretary. Like, what is the show going to be? Like, I don't understand, dude. Just like, yeah, they wanted, apparently when they did the meeting for when they were selling, when the family that owned 007 was selling to Amazon, she was hesitant to sell it to them because they said they wanted to do a TV show spin-off starring Moneypenny. And she was like, that doesn't, why would that make any sense? You know, it's like... Yeah. They don't make pennies anymore. True. Well, not here anyway. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I can get pretty heated on stuff like that. It just bothers me that, like, a lot of the stuff that, like, you know, legendary movies and franchises that are just getting, like, milked to death. Makes me, like, so happy that Robert Zemeckis won't let anything happen to Back to the Future until he's gone, at least. Like, they can't touch that fucking series unless he wants it to be touched, so that's good, because they would absolutely... You know for a fact there would be, like, Back to the Future 4, 5, and 6 announced by now if they had the ability to do that, right? Like, that would be a thing. Preach. It's true. It's true. They do it with everything. Like I said, any money they can make. That's why all these companies are buying these huge fucking franchises. Some of them that are like, even like the 007 series that has been a family business, family-owned franchise since its inception, right? And this is the first time that it's been sold to a huge company like Amazon. And do you really think that the next James Bond movies are going to be... Like, I don't know, man. I think that's next. I think that's next to go. Because you know time travel? I had this conversation the other day with a few people, and I also had this conversation again, I think, with Virtue, right? Where Virtue was saying that he likes Back to the Future 2 the best, and I like Back to the Future 2 the least. Which is fair, you know. It's whatever you like is what you like. It don't matter. There's no real right or wrong answer to any of this stuff. You can like what you want to like. But personally, I don't like Back to the Future 2 as much as the first one. It goes the first one, the third one, and then the second one for me. And that's not to say that the second movie is a bad movie, because it's not a bad movie. It's a really good, entertaining movie. It's just that it's... I don't know. Obviously, it's an in-between movie. It's the middle act of a 3-act story, right? So it's got this, you know, it's got an unfinished thing to it, and that's just going to be the way it is. And I feel like that, it doesn't really tie up loose ends in a satisfying way at all. Obviously, because it's not supposed to. But I mean, there are ways to do the middle act structure of a movie and have it tie up loose ends and still feel like a good movie. Empire Strikes Back being a really good example of that. I never liked Back to the Future 3 when I was a kid, man, because I never understood, like, the whole, like, Doc's love story thing. Because the first two movies, like, the first movie revolves more around George McFly, right? The second movie is about Marty. And then the third movie is about Doc. Ugh. 60. But yeah, I'm glad a lot of these franchises aren't getting bought up. There's a few of them that, like, the original creators refuse to sell them and stuff like that. But, like, everything. Literally everything. Look at how many Predator movies there are now, and, like, most of them, like, 90% of them are complete trash. I feel like Predator is a weird series that doesn't need to be a series. Like, I feel like one movie for Predator was enough. You know? Even the second movie is you know, watchable. But I don't feel like it needed to have, like, a whole fucking franchise of that, really. You talking about Back to the Future 60? Alien's a great example, yeah. Alien's all over the place. Alien's a weird case, too, because I feel like Alien has, like, almost two completely different fan bases that like it. Like, you kind of have the people that like Alien, and like the horror aspect of Alien. But then you also got the people that like Aliens, which is more like obviously less horror and more of an action movie. And I like the horror area of it more, the slow burn horror rather than the action. Aliens is a fucking masterpiece of a movie though, but I like horror more, but so that's just how that is. Yeah, Back to the Future. Yeah, 100%. Well, I mean, and like they're saying here, like Alien is a good example, right? Alien started out, you know, it's like you got the first movie, the second movie is good, the third movie is not as bad as people make it out to be. It could have been better if it had more time worked on it for sure, and was reworked a few times, but unfortunately it wasn't. And Alien Resurrection is a fucking nightmarish, horrendous movie. That movie's so bad, dude. But yeah. And then see the thing about Alien, I feel like there's so many Alien movies now, I can't even remember like all of them. You know what I mean? They just keep going with that series, and I'm like, dude, are any of these good? I heard the TV series is good, the Alien Earth or whatever it's called, but I haven't watched it because I already don't watch a lot of TV shows because I feel like I just don't have time to sit down and watch TV shows rather than a movie. Plus, I don't have the attention span to watch a whole fucking season of a TV show. But, yeah, I don't know. Oh, right on. Oh wait, tank. Ruining everything. Get on the building, bro. Ralph, you fucking suck, bro. You're so useless. Get on the building. Thank you. You're on Team Horror as well, yeah. Yeah, it's hard, you know. It's hard to be a fan of anything anymore. I feel like everything is getting pretty well. I think I heard talks that they were going to do a Blade Runner TV show too, and I'm just like, stop! Just stop! Please, stop! Stop! We had 2 good Blade Runner movies. Just leave it at that, and let it be dead. Like, god damn, bro. We don't need to have everything turned into a TV show. Please, for the love of God. I'm begging you. Like, everything, dude. Everything. Anything they can get their grubby little rich people hands on, they have to turn into something stupid. I hate it. They have to completely stupefy it. It's so annoying. They do. You know I'm right. It's so annoying. It really is. It's not very often that, like, you have, like, a really good, like, movie that everybody adores, and a sequel comes out 30, 40 years later that's actually good. Or at least serviceable, in the least. At least, like, decent, you know? Blade Runner had a good sequel. Fucking The Shining even had a good sequel. Like, Dr. Sleep was really good. I love that movie. And it did a really good job of, like... how do I even... of, like, making peace between, like, Stanley Kubrick and Stephen King, in that it took ideas, because, you know, like, Stephen King famously didn't like the Shining movie, right? And did his own shitty TV show. But like the Doctor Sleep thing, where it's obviously a sequel book, kind of takes stuff from the Kubrick part of it and from the books, so like it kind of marries the two, so that like it kind of satisfies everybody a little bit. And they did a really good job with it, dude. It's such a good movie. I really like that movie. And yeah, like, so that's like another one where they did a sequel to like an older movie that actually turned out to be good. It's not very often that it happens, though. Yeah, pretend it's not there. Don't look at it. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. That's pretty much how it is. It really makes me sad that Ghostbusters is kind of going that direction now, and I don't like it. And I mean, to be fair, they've been trying to do that with Ghostbusters for years now. Because I mean, when they rebooted it with the 2016 one, which is such a bad movie. And no, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I don't like it, Ghostbusters 2016, because it's all female actors, and the women are not as funny as the men, and it's nothing to do with that. That movie was just not funny. Sorry, it just wasn't. That movie felt like it was just, you know, 4 people doing improv the entire movie. Like, not every now and then. The entire fucking movie just felt like a shitty SNL sketch, and that's why it was bad. It had nothing to do with those actresses, because they're all funny women in their own right? They're great actresses, great comedians. But that movie wasn't it, bro. I tried to watch that movie twice. I've watched that movie, and both times I've just been like, yeah, you know what? I don't see what people are saying that like this movie. I really don't. The second I was watching a Ghostbusters movie and somebody was making a queef joke, I was like, this ain't it, dude. This ain't it, man. This is not it. Whatever this is, ain't it. No, but I mean, a lot of people like to blame the failure of that movie, saying that it was a bunch of, you know, women-hating men that made that movie fail. And I'm like, no. I'm sure those people were there. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of those people. But that's not why that movie failed. That movie failed because it was a shit movie. At least partly. Nobody wanted Ghostbusters to be rebooted with an entirely new cast, dude. Nobody wanted that. Like, how many years were they talking about doing Ghostbusters 3 forever, and they never ever did it? The video game was the closest thing we got. I mean, I don't think that Ghostbusters will ever be as good as the first 2 movies. And people like shit on second movie a lot, I know. I like the second movie. But I don't think it'll ever be as good as those 2, because the writing just isn't there. You know? Like, you gotta remember that the first 2 Ghostbusters movies are written by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis. And, you know, like, Dan Aykroyd is not young anymore. And Harold Ramis isn't with us anymore. So, you know, you lost, like, 2 major aspects of what make those movies great is the writing more than anything, than the directing. Like, whether you get Ivan Reitman or Ivan Reitman's son to direct it, it's not going to be as good as those, just because the writing isn't there, in my opinion.